Honorable Governor belong NCD.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, giving me opportunity to ask question without notice. My question is directed at the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Mr. Speaker, today, 1st of December, is the 60th anniversary in which West Papua declared independence, this time in 1961. When they declared independence in 1961, they had their official flag raised, the Morning Star. They had a legislature already in place, the West New Guinea Council. They also had an executive government, a standing army, and all the national symbols of a state, including their national anthem, Hai Tanaku Papua, O My Land Papua. Their territorial boundaries was precise and demarcated. Mr. Speaker, then in 1962, we all know Indonesia invaded, and the rest is history. Since then, we have adopted a policy that, may I say, is shameful and unethical. Hiding under a policy of friends to all, enemy to none, Mr. Speaker, might be a good policy against the rest of the world. But it's a total capitulation to Indonesian aggression, illegal occupation. It's more, Mr. Speaker, may I say, a policy of see no evil, speak no evil, and say no evil against the evil of Indonesia. So much has happened since, Mr. Speaker. We should be bordering on our conscience. How do we sleep at night when our people on the other side are subject to so much violence, racism, deaths, and destruction? How can we call ourselves Christians when fellow Christians are subject to so much abuses on their own land? How can we hold ourselves high as the biggest Melanesian state when the other half of our land, who we share the same ancestors, same culture, languages, tradition, songs, dance, rivers, mountains, and seas, continue to live as if they don't exist? In the recent past, Mr. Speaker, priests have been killed, thousands of people have fled their homes and become internal refugees. Some have crossed over to our side of this island. One land. No one has complained or expressed concern or uttered protest. And at this juncture, Mr. Speaker, I want to note Prime Minister raising the concern at the United Nations. I give credit to him. Even the people who crossed over recently are from the same tribe as the Min people on our side, speaking same languages, sharing same ancestry, and we have not said much, nothing. So, Mr. Speaker, that's the context to my question. I will ask my questions now. Number one, are we going to revise our policy towards West Papua and adopt a more ethical, morally courageous policy? Number two, do we have plans to raise the matter in the Melanesian Sphere group? And if so, when? And what would be our position in the MSG? Number three, what have we done or plan to do to apply pressure on Indonesia to allow the United Nations human rights rapporteurs to visit the territory to inquire into specific human rights complaint and the general human rights condition in West Papua, consistent with the resolution of the Pacific Islands Forum in 2019. And I give credit also in that respect to Prime Minister raising it at the Pacific Islands Forum in 2019. Number four, what steps are we doing to assist the ACP countries escalate the resolution adopted in Nairobi, Kenya, on West Papua to the United Nations? And on this note too, I give credit to former Foreign Minister, member for Aitapelumi, and a member for Esala, was the Justice Minister at the time, They were courageous, Mr. Speaker. They were courageous and they raised the issue. It's now a resolution of 192 countries of the Asia, Africa, Pacific, and Caribbean countries. Number 5 question. Considering that Papua New Guinea is a key member of MSG, and MSG has recognized the United Liberation Movement for West Papua as an observer member at the MSG, what plans do we have to provide support to the United Liberation Movement for West Papua? Can we allocate them funds from our budget? Or can we allocate them space here in PNG to set up an office so that they can pursue their legitimate right to self-determination? Mr. Speaker, imagine in 1974, when Grand Chief Samare got our House of Assembly to declare us as a self-government or self-governing state, and Indonesia invaded and nobody uttered a word. Imagine where we would be now. Imagine too, Mr. Speaker, that in 1980, when the French manipulated Jimmy Stevens to do this, whatever, secession in Espiritu Santo. And we must give credit to Sir Julius Chen, he was the Prime Minister then. Without the Kumul Force intervention, maybe Vanuatu would not be independent now. This is the dilemma, the plight that the West Papuans find themselves. And we continue to remain silent. We continue to live in fear. We continue to allow fear to dictate our policy and our action. When are we going to summon the courage to talk and speak? Why are we afraid of Indonesia?
We have a point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The question, let me finish.